Okay, for this next video, I wanted to show how you do scanning. Scanning is one of the actions within Starbased that allows you to get a special thing called an SDU, which is a data unit, and it's used for different aspects of other parts of Star Atlas. So in order to do scanning, you actually have to have a couple things. One, you may need fuel in the fleet, but you definitely need food. So in this case, we want to see where we left off our fleet. So again, we can look at the Mud Central Space Station, but again, I just like the shortcut by going up here. We see that we're docked at the Mud Station, so I go ahead and click on that. And we'll see that we have some fuel, we have some ammo, and we have nothing in our cargo. So in this case, we actually want to add some cargo to that. One of the ways you can do that is actually through the local inventory button. So we'll go ahead and click on local inventory. We want to make a fleet selection to proceed. So we'll drop that down. We'll say there's our fleet. And it tells us our cargo hold. In this case, it's 389. I'm going to go ahead and transfer food of, let's say, 150. And then I'll transfer that to the fleet. Again, we'll get the standard transaction to complete the command on the blockchain. And we'll go ahead and confirm. Okay, so cargo's been deposited. Go ahead and close this up. We'll look at here. In this case, it doesn't show any, but we'll do the little refresh button here. And now it shows 150. So we'll go ahead and undock because you have to be out in space to do scanning. So we'll go ahead and do an undock. Confirm that. And now we're undocked from the space station. We're out in space. And now the scan button is available. The reason it wasn't available, if your scan button is not available, the reason why is you probably don't have food in your cargo. So we're going to go ahead and scan. Now, we could move to other squares. Every square you can scan for these data units, these SDUs, but in this case, to make this video a little shorter, I'm just going to stay there. But imagine, again, you could move out as far as you want. But again, if you move out, make sure you have enough fuel to get back. If you stay at the Central Space Station, of course, you can just dock and undock. So we're there. We're going to go ahead and hit the scan command to see how it works. Again, it's a action, so it requires a blockchain change. So we'll go ahead and click on that and confirm that. And this does happen from time to time on different commands. Sometimes you have to actually approve true transactions, so nothing to be worried about there because just part of the game. So go ahead and select that second transaction. We'll now see that the little spinner's going down here. And it said that did not reveal anything of interest. Welcome to the fun part of scanning. Most of the time you won't find anything. And because we're also at the Central Space Station and other people could be scanning there, highly unlikely we'll get there. But again, it's just part of one of the game things if you're interested in trying to scan for that raw material, in this case, this data unit. So once you're done scanning, of course, you can, if you found something, you could dock. If you run out of fuel or food in this case, if you've done a lot of scanning, you could dock. But one thing on the scanning, there is also a cooldown. So if we see here, the icon is grayed out and there is a time limit that we have to wait before we can scan again. So just kind of wait until the icon becomes available again, and then you'll be able to scan another time. So that's basically everything about scanning. There are a whole bunch of more aspects like probabilities, where to look for. But again, this is just a kind of beginner's guide. So that's basically the process on how you do scanning.